Hello everyone, welcome to Here We Go. Today let's learn the simple response to this small knights approach to the 3-4 point. So if you have the 3-4 point, then you might open yourself up to many possibilities on the corner. So the 3-4 point has more josekis and variations than the start point, and that is just a fact, an observation. So there are dozens of variations here, but the most simple one is this diagonal move right here. So it is a very solid shape. Black cannot cut, cannot separate these two stones, and black cannot effectively attack these two white stones. So this move has been in existence for at least hundreds of years, maybe thousands of years. So it is a very old move, but it kind of fell out of favor about 10-15 years ago. Many professional players believed that this move is too slow, right? It's solid, but it's too slow. Their thought is that the board is so big, why would you want two stones so close together here at the beginning of a game? It must be inefficient. But after AI emerged, AI approved of this move because it is very solid and, as you'll see, it likely has sente. So now people are playing this again, amateurs and professionals. So it has a little bit of an interesting history here. So if you're black, how should you respond? And you have two choices. One is to play elsewhere, and the other is to play something here on the side. A, B, C, or D. You might see all of these choices, and all of them are fine. But for beginners, I would recommend the two-space extension or this large knights extension to the side. So I would not recommend playing away because if white wants to follow up on this corner, white can play this two-space pincer against black's number 5. And now it is very difficult for black to move to the corner and make a living shape. So black most likely will have to escape somehow, and black will be under attack immediately. So stronger amateurs and professionals can handle this situation, but for beginners, it is a rather dangerous situation. So if you're playing with your friends or online, you would want to avoid this as black. So black can play this or this, or even here. And in some older joseki books, you see this move, right? Which leaves this attacking move for white. But white should not come in here immediately, should save it for later, and I will not go into details of all the complications stemming from this attack. So let's say black plays here, and now what does white do on this corner? And the correct answer is to do nothing, right? Is to do nothing. So once again, white has sente, and that is really important, especially in the age of AI. Because if you look at the games that AI played against top human players, sente is a theme of AI play, especially in the opening. So here white has sente again, and white can either do a corner closer or approach to black's corner. So sente is a great thing for white to have. Does white fear any kind of attack by black? The answer is no, because if black attacks white from this side, what white can do is to play this diagonal attachment against this number 5 and move to the corner and leave it in the corner like this, or even leave it for now, right? It's a pretty solid shape. It's a sizable corner territory, and white can live in the corner pretty easily. If black plays into the corner, which is not recommended for opening moves, because this is on the second line, it is relatively small and inefficient. White can do a 3-space extension to the side. So white is not afraid of being attacked. However, it is recommended that white reinforces the upper side, because as we saw, if white is forced to live in a corner or gets shut in to the corner by black, then black will build good potential here on the upper side and toward the center. So if I were playing white, I would probably play this approach to reinforce this upper side. So black cannot build potential here on the upper side too easily. And lastly, what I meant by sente is sente, right? White should not try to do this, right? Now, number 8 would be a bad move. As a beginner, you might think, I'm reinforcing the corner. I'm taking the corner territory, which is like 10, 11 points in here. Why not? And the reason is something I mentioned just a few minutes ago, and that is you have 3 stones so close together at the beginning of a game while the board is so big, right? So if white plays here, how should black respond? Locally, black should respond here. But does black really need to save this stone but worry about this group being attacked when it can easily move to the center or move more to the side? No, black will take sente now and play something even bigger. So that is why if you have sente in the joseki, take it. Don't play there anymore. And that's a very common mistake that beginners make. They think the pattern is not finished, they can still take territory, right? Or if white moves to the side, this is also slow, right? This is much slower and takes less initiative than this corner approach. So sente means sente, and that is another takeaway from this little pattern. So once again, if you're faced with your opponent's knight's approach to your 3-4 point, this diagonal move is something that you should consider, especially as a beginner. It will ensure that you can stay alive in this corner and will help set you up for a good fight in the middle of the game. Thank you for watching.